I was holding my brother's hand in the ICU when his girlfriend called security to have me removed. My brother Ethan and I have always been close in the way that drives other people crazy. We live 4 hours apart, but we talk every single day, and when he asked me to be his emergency contact instead of our parents, I said yes without hesitating. So when my phone rang at 2 in the morning and a nurse told me he had been in a serious car accident, I was already grabbing my keys before she finished talking. I drove through the night doing 90 on empty highways, and I didn't stop until I was standing in the ICU looking at my brother unconscious with tubes coming out of his arms and a machine breathing for him. The doctor said they weren't sure when he would wake up. I had been sitting at his bedside for over 12 hours, holding his hand and talking to him like he could hear me, and I hadn't eaten or slept because every time I closed my eyes I pictured his car wrapped around a pole. In the 4 months he had been dating his new girlfriend, I had never actually met her because of the distance and our schedules never lining up. I was running on nothing but vending machine coffee and fear when the door opened behind me. I assumed it was another nurse checking vitals, but then a woman's voice cut through the room like ice. "Who the hell are you and why are you touching my boyfriend?" I turned around and saw her standing in the doorway with her purse clutched against her chest and her eyes locked on my hand wrapped around his. "I'm his sister," I said quickly. "I drove all night to get here." She laughed, but there was nothing funny about it. "His sister, right. I'm not an idiot, so you can drop the act." I stood up slowly with my hands raised like I was trying to calm a wild animal. "I'm serious. I'm his emergency contact. You can ask the nurses." But she wasn't listening anymore. "I knew it," she hissed. "I knew he was hiding someone. All those late nights at work, and now here you are sitting at his bedside like you belong here." I tried to interject, but she steamrolled right over me. "This is your fault. He was probably speeding to see you when he crashed. You should be ashamed of yourself for even showing your face here." She grabbed my arm hard enough to leave bruises and tried to yank me away from his bed. "Please just listen to me for 1 second," I begged. "Call my parents. Call anyone. They'll tell you who I am." She shoved me backwards and I stumbled into the chair. "You're pathetic," she spat. "Lying even now." Then she stormed out the door and I thought maybe it was finally over, but 30 seconds later she came back with 2 security guards and pointed her finger directly at my face. "I want this woman removed immediately. She's been stalking my boyfriend and I'm pretty sure she's the reason he's in this bed right now. I want her arrested for trespassing." The security guards moved toward me and the nurses started trying to intervene, and suddenly the entire ICU erupted into chaos with everyone talking over each other and machines beeping. "Ma'am, we need you to step away from the patient," one of the guards said to me. "She's lying," I shouted. "I'm his sister. Check your records. Check his emergency contact. My name is right there." But his girlfriend just kept screaming over me. "She's a liar. She's a homewrecker. Drag her out of here before she causes any more damage." Then the heart monitor started beeping faster, and every single person in that room went silent. Ethan's eyes fluttered open, and he looked around at the scene in front of him with complete confusion. His voice came out weak and rough from the tube that had been down his throat. "What's going on? Why is everyone yelling at my sister?" I watched the color drain from his girlfriend's face so fast I thought she might collapse. "Your sister?" she whispered. One of the nurses stepped forward immediately. "Sir, this woman has been listed as your emergency contact since you were admitted. She's been here all night." Ethan's expression shifted from confusion to disbelief to something cold and hard. His girlfriend started stammering. "Baby, I didn't know. I thought she was. I made a mistake." He cut her off even though he could barely lift his head. "You tried to have my sister arrested while she was sitting here watching me almost die. We're done. Get out of my room." Then he looked at me. "Do you want security to remove her?" I nodded because I couldn't even speak. The same guards who had been ready to drag me out 5 minutes ago turned around and escorted his girlfriend through the door as she sobbed apologies that nobody acknowledged. The room finally went quiet. Ethan reached for my hand with his weak grip and I took it and held on tight. He gave me this exhausted half smile. "You really drove all night?" I squeezed his hand. "Of course I did." He squeezed back. "That's exactly why you're my emergency contact and she wasn't."